What if the love story you thought would last forever, didn't? Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, Hollywood's ultimate tale of passion, separation, and second chances, has come to a shocking end. After rekindling their iconic romance and giving fans hope that true love conquers all, the pair has officially finalized their divorce. But what happened behind the scenes of this star-crossed reunion? And what does their split say about love in the spotlight? Stay tuned, because this is more than a breakup, it's a masterclass in resilience, reinvention, and the power of letting go. When Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck first crossed paths on the set of Gigli in 2002, no one could have predicted the cultural phenomenon they would become. Bennifer wasn't just a couple, it was a brand, a movement, a dream that seemed larger than life. Fans adored them, tabloids obsessed over them, and everywhere you turned, people were asking, did you see what J.Lo and Ben did this week? Their love story played out like a real-life romantic drama. She was the queen of pop and Hollywood glamour, he was the brooding actor-director with a boy-next-door charm. Together, they seemed unstoppable. When they announced their engagement and plans for a lavish wedding in 2003, the world was hooked. But just days before the ceremony, the unthinkable happened, they called it off, blaming the relentless pressure of media scrutiny. For nearly 20 years, their relationship became a what if in pop culture lore. Lopez and Affleck moved on, married other people, had children, and grew in their careers. And then, as if the universe decided to write its own sequel, Bennifer 2.0 was born. In 2021, Lopez and Affleck shocked the world by rekindling their romance. Fans were ecstatic. Suddenly, it felt like a Hollywood movie come to life, two people rediscovering each other after years apart, wiser, older, and ready to make it work. Their relationship became the blueprint for second chances. By 2022, they tied the knot in an intimate ceremony at Affleck's estate in Georgia. It was romantic, understated, and deeply personal. For a while, it seemed like they had finally found their happily ever after. But as we know, love stories don't always follow the script we want them to. Earlier this week, court filings revealed that Lopez and Affleck have officially settled their divorce. The documents show an agreement that splits their assets, waives spousal support, and even divides legal fees. Lopez will also revert to her maiden name, Jennifer Lopez, signaling not just the end of a marriage but a return to her personal identity. So, what went wrong? Let's start with the official reason, irreconcilable differences. A term we've heard before, but it rarely tells the full story. In interviews leading up to their separation, Lopez spoke candidly about the challenges of blending their lives. "I never thought that he and I would get back together," she said earlier this year. "But I always believed in the possibility of something amazing." That belief carried them through their rekindled romance, but it wasn't enough to keep them together. Relationships, especially high-profile ones, require more than love, they demand compatibility, communication, and an ability to navigate the challenges life throws at you. Sources close to the couple suggest that their differences, both personal and professional, played a significant role. Lopez, known for her relentless work ethic and packed schedule, is a powerhouse who thrives on the spotlight. Affleck, on the other hand, has spoken openly about his struggles with fame and his desire for a more grounded, low-key lifestyle. Their split, however, wasn't bitter. The court documents reflect a couple determined to part ways respectfully. No dramatic feuds, no messy legal battles. It's a clean break, and that's rare in Hollywood. Lopez's decision to reclaim her name is particularly telling. It's more than a formality, it's a statement. In a recent interview with Interview magazine, she reflected on the split, saying, "I think to myself, that is exactly what I needed. Thank you, God. I'm not looking for anybody. What if I'm just free?" These words resonate deeply with anyone who's had to rebuild themselves after a major life change. Lopez is stepping into a new chapter, one where she's prioritizing her independence and rediscovering what it means to be Jennifer Lopez, not Jennifer Affleck. Affleck, too, is embracing a period of reflection. Known for his candor about personal struggles, including his battles with addiction, he's no stranger to reinvention. While he's remained quiet about the divorce, those who know him say he's focusing on being a father to his 3 children and continuing his acclaimed work as a filmmaker. For fans, the end of Bennifer feels personal. Their love story was one we all rooted for, a reminder that second chances could work, even under the harshest spotlights. But as their relationship closes, it leaves us with lessons that are far from romantic cliches. One of those lessons? Love isn't always enough. Even the most passionate relationships require balance, and sometimes, the best way to honor a connection is to let it go. Their story, however, doesn't end here. It evolves. As individuals, Lopez and Affleck have always been forces of nature. Together, they were magnetic, but apart, they're equally compelling. Lopez's next chapter includes new music, upcoming film projects, and a continued role as a cultural icon. Her resilience and ability to bounce back are unparalleled. For Affleck, the journey ahead is equally intriguing. Whether he's behind the camera directing Oscar-worthy films or advocating for causes close to his heart, he's someone who knows how to channel life's challenges into art. The question now is, what do we take away from Bennifer's journey? For one, their story reminds us that relationships are complicated, messy, and often unpredictable. But more importantly, it teaches us that endings aren't failures. They're opportunities for growth. Before we wrap up, let's look back on the moments that made Bennifer unforgettable. From the iconic Jenny from the Block music video to their glamorous Georgia wedding, they gave us a love story filled with laughter, drama, and undeniable chemistry. But now, it's time for both of them to write new stories. What do you think? Were you rooting for Bennifer to make it work? Or do you believe this ending was inevitable? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, we want to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this breakdown of Hollywood's most talked about split, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. There's so much more to uncover about the lives of the stars who inspire, entertain, and surprise us every day. As we close this chapter, one thing is clear, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck may no longer be a couple, but their impact, individually and together, will be felt for years to come.